Hello there and welcome to Hadley Farm. I'm Farmer Hadley, and today I'm going to be providing you a guide to everything you need to know about the new festival, the Desert Festival. It's a heck of a festival, it's incredibly replayable, and there's a lot going on, so I've cooked up this simple, easy to digest meal of a guide for you. First thing to know is that the festival takes place on the 15th, the 16th, and 17th of spring. It's like the night market. You know, it happens across multiple days. You can get there via the bus, after you discover that Pam wants you to drive yourself. And in fact, pay for yourself to go still, even though you're driving. Screw you, Pam. Goddamn alcoholic. Smells so goddamn funny. Making me drive to the desert. Or you could just teleport there via various means and totems and stuff. This festival, folks, is incredible. There is so much to see and so much to do. I am really excited to talk you through all of it. It is outstanding. Now, this here festival has a currency system. This currency system centers around things called Calico eggs. It's a system that works a little bit like the golden walnut system on Ginger Island. You'll be using these things to buy things, and they'll be your main reward for whatever you do here. First thing to look at here, or at least first thing I'm looking at, is this wonderful eatery, where this garçon will cook you up some fancy, delectable meals. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff to this. They're gonna ask you what you want as like your base food. You pick for one of these, and then you put some sauce on it. I'm having some mushroom cream on whatever I picked here.
Voila, I call it stuffed mushrooms. Enjoy.
Damn tasty, even though I've gotten quite used to eating the porcelain or plate or whatever as well. So I asked my wife to take some notes on the festival for me. Wrote them down for me in her nice handwriting. I got some food on it though, because I took food home from the festival. Sorry about that. As you can see, if you pick a base food like hearty beans, you're gonna get defense, 3 defense, cave loaf, 3+ mine. So yeah, pick one of these as your base, and then you can drizzle an extra sauce on top that's like, I guess it's made up of +1 sauce. They don't stack those, so don't try and be smart and get yourself 4 defense or 4 luck or something like that. So yeah, your base food is transformed by your sauce and becomes like a new fancy dish that has both sets of buffs on it that actually stack with anything else that you eat, so you can go into this mega buff because of this eatery. Next up, and a good beneficiary thing for having a fishing perk, is Willy's fish quests down here. It's a bit awkward if you stand where Willy's supposed to stand. Get off me, Willy. So I had sandfish on day 1, I had scorpion carp to get on day 2, and then I had to fish up a golden bobber on day 3, and that's pretty much stays the same no matter what. Let me show you what it's like catching that bobber. Fish it up like treasure, open up the treasure box, and there you go, golden bobber. Willy is looking for this. My wife wrote this down again for me, but yeah, 3 sandfish, get yourself 25 eggs. Day 2, catch that scorpion fish, you'll get yourself 50 eggs, and 30 for the golden bobber. Real nice, fun little thing you can do, and you can do this fresh and early as well before anything else opens up, so get there at 6 a.m. and you can hammer this one out, fish this one out. Next up, my favorite, which is quests from the boys up here. Go into the caves and do stuff. Here's a look at them there quests. These are the ones I got. You can reach level 30 of the Skull Cavern if you want to, and that'll give you 50. I have one of those as a good challenge. The second one was like really doable. Descend into the Skull Cavern and slay 10 mummies. I picked that one. And on the last day I picked kill 10 purple slimes, because I have a slime charmer ring and slimes are everywhere up in this place. For the mummies, I am fortunate enough to have an infinity gravel with Crusader on it. So it is a piece of cake for me to wipe them out, because I don't even need bombs. And as I just said, the slime charmer ring means that dealing with jiggly purple people is pretty easy too. As you traverse your way through, you'll find that calico eggs can be found like mining nodes. And that's really cool. They'll add to your personal currency of these weird egg things. What is in these eggs? There's totems in here, and if you touch them, they give you stuff, and they also add to your egg rating. Now, there's actually quite a bit going on with these Calico Cat Statues. Looks like my wife has stuck printed out pieces of the wiki onto the paper this time.
Yeah, TLDR.
TLDR. Too long didn't read. Essentially, touching the Calico statues can give you a buff or debuff or do nothing at all. So the egg rating system is based upon how many eggs you actually find while you traverse the caverns. You'll get 1 egg rating per 5 floors. You'll also get them from touching Calico statues, and you'll get them from mining them up on the way in. You can also get eggs from just killing monsters and smashing barrels as well, so just go ham in there, you're gonna find them all over the place. But ultimately, your egg rating is measured by Gil here. I managed to get 13 for my efforts, not really knowing about the egg system to begin with. Now here's a look at the actual egg rating reward system that Gil's got running. Honey, where'd you keep getting these, like, pictures of Stardew stuff from?
I, totally made stickers.
Wow, that's really cool. Thanks. So yeah, this is what you get for collecting eggs and bringing them up to Gil. I actually found 13 this time round, so I was given 25. But as you can see here, you get given more and more coffee. You actually get more coffee. It's not just 1 cup of coffee, you get like 5, 6, 7, it like goes up as you go, and you get more eggs. When you get about as much as 54 eggs, you'll actually get a special hat from Gil. I won't tell you what that hat is, represented with a mystery box, but it's a cool hat. And then at 55 floors plus, you get 500 eggs. One of them rock candy things. It's real good. It's got loads of stats on it. So basically, you only really need to find 55 eggs. Like, there's no need to go super duper crazy. In fact, if you get 1,000 plus, the game kind of just makes fun of you. Now, if anything bad should happen to you in the caverns, you'll actually just spawn here with Harvey. You won't have to go all the way home. You don't lose any items. Of course, you end up here with very little health. But you do lose 20% of your Calico egg count. Next up, we got this fancy looking tent where you can spend the vast majority of your Calico eggs on a decorative furniture set themed for the occasion, a desert set, which will rotate across the 3 days that you're here. Everything else that isn't furniture is always sold by this guy, or person. I don't know their pronouns. The traveling merchant is here as well, offering you random things as per usual. I actually got myself a Haley portrait while I was here. I don't know why she was drawing pictures of my wife, but I appreciated it. And you can also rustle through this bin each day at the festival to get between 5 and 8 eggs. And Linus approves of this action. There's a guy up in the corner who'll ask you a bunch of, like, who wants to be a millionaire questions about being a farmer. Here's some of the questions I got asked, but they do change every year. Now, you'll have to get 4 questions right, or you'll have to come back the next day and try again. And once you get them all right, you get 50 Calico eggs, and you can only do this once a year. And I got this one wrong. It's actually 1,500 for a cow, but then I don't really like buying animals all that much, so it's not a surprise I got that wrong. Speaking of animals, the camel's here. And this person's here as well. Doesn't really seem like they sell anything different from normal, but apparently the camel is happy to see me, so that's cool. Down here, you could do some illegal betting. Well, I don't think it's illegal, but you can bet on somebody to win a race, one of these critters here. I picked Speed Rooster, and I deeply regret it to this day, because that name is apparently false. That's not always, though. I guess sometimes it's a Speedy Rooster. Off they go. So, let's take a look at these racers. My kids really like these racers, and they actually, like, painted and, like, crayoned on this for me. They help with this one. So from the left, we have the Cactus Crawler. Then we have Speed Rooster. Next up, Shoe Biscuit. Escargot, the little snail here. And King Sting. Now, whoever wins the race is random, as well as whatever lineup you're going to get every day. Funny thing is, you don't have to pay anything to actually enter this race, and you can just be horribly let down by your chores if you want to. You watch the whole thing go down. Speedy Rooster, my butt cheeks. Close one in my ass. This shady fella down here will even rig the races for you if you give him an egg.
Say, I got a little proposition for you. Just pick a racer, and the next race will be a real stinker. Catch my draft? It'll cost you 1 calico egg, buddy.
So on this occasion, I decided to sabotage King Sting because I had bet on Cactus Crawler. I don't know how this works, but, voodoo magic? I don't know, but the scorpion is having a bad time anyway. Given that I knew Speedy Rooster was a complete fallacy, it was a sure thing for me when Cactus, Critter McGee or whatever they're called, won. I got 20 eggs for doing that, so cheat, I guess? Now, the people from town will show up and, swap each day and sell you neat stuff. It's real cool. By surprise, Pam has brought nothing but alcohol that she found in the fridge. My buddy Kent's here with some interesting items, too. They all charge in eggs. I don't know why these eggs are so valuable. Do they eat these eggs? Are they delicious? Emily's here with a prismatic shard and mixed flower seeds. She's my sister-in-law that I sometimes bang. I've said too much. Get a dusky skull off Gus and a bunch of different kinds of food. And interestingly enough, Sebastian introduced the reality that is all those spouse weapons that used to be in the only available in the item spawner are now available from people at the fair, so that's pretty neat. Also, it's important to note that there's really cool items available from everybody. It's not obvious at first and it doesn't stand out, but you'll see them. I don't want to spoil too many for you. Here's a really cool TV that George will sell you, a retro TV. And this one's like a magic hair gel that works like one of those new trinkets that you could use. With the mastery system, it constantly changes your hair color. Down below, you can find Sandy and Emily doing a kind of fashion show thing where they'll dress you up. It's got to go into this strange box. There she goes, dancing. Cheeked up, blue hair. Oh no, my wife was probably heard what I've said. She doesn't care though, because I'm polyamorous, but she never said I could bang her sister, so... Oh dear, am I about to have an orgy? Oh god. Don't just peg a man in the middle of the desert in front of his wife. What are you doing to me? I'm joking, she didn't peg me. Too much. Day one, she decided to make a fool out of me and uwooify me. Can't say I consented to being uwooified, but here I am. The next day, I don't even know what the hell this outfit is. And on the third day, interestingly enough, because Emily was running a store, Sandy actually took over. Whoa, Sandy, make sure you use lube. Why does my butt sound like a treasure chest? Brisk but efficient, I guess. Actually, out of the three, it was the better look, I have to say so. Now down here, there's a charming person who will give you a cactus. They are known as the Cactus Man. And they will give you a cactus every year, which is unique. Every year. I got this one. It did a baa like a sheep, for some reason. Here it is. You can get lots of them. There's many. So when you're done at the festival for the day, up here at the back, there's a shrouded figure who will teleport you home for 250 gold. An excellent way to get home. Basically works like a farm totem. Now there's also dialogue to be had at the fair.
What is she mumbling about? I'm here for the spicy food, Ted.
My wife is here.
Hey, looks like someone's got a nice tan going.
Don't pinch me, woman. I'm trying to make a video. Pinch me later in private.
Like, whoa! Hey, Hadley, check out my cactus. I'm trying to think of a name for him.
Stop bragging about your cactus, Sam, you douche. Hey, Sebastian, still a werewolf, I see. For some reason, or whatever this is meant to be. We need to fix this sprite.
Hey, I'm just hanging out with this bird. She seems to really like me.
That is no way to talk about Abigail, Sebastian. Mind your manners. Hello, Elliot. The tail is milky, but with plenty of body. Still a bit mellower than back home. What are you doing over here? You doing an Anakin Skywalker sand thing? So there you have it. Desert Festival. Tons of stuff going on. Something for everybody, and the best thing about it is it's massively replayable. You ain't gonna be so good at doing the Skull Cavern in year one, but you will be better at it like me later down the road. It's gonna be tricky for you to get everything done in just 3 days, and that's what's beautiful about it, because you'll be excited to see it next year. Even more fun if you do this in multiplayer, because you can all team up to get the best out of it. You can have somebody running to get the furniture, you can have somebody trying to beat the Skull Cavern. It's good. It's good for everybody. I've had one heck of a time, and I'm gonna take some food home with me. Hopefully I won't get too messy. What the?
Hello, Hadley.
Haru, what are you doing here? You're not the channel avatar anymore. Yes, that is the case. However, we still have something very important to discuss. Well, thanks for watching this here video. All of our videos are connected in the ongoing story of Georgia Farm. We got a whole playlist. Basically, everything we ever done edited on this channel is part of one big story. So, if you want to binge watch something, you could always check that out.